Okay, so now. So I've just made it through security. About to leave Iceland. Here are my final thoughts. The words that sum up Iceland are waterfalls, volcanoes, snow, cold, churches. You could be driving in the middle of nowhere. Suddenly, there's a church. Driving was a bit stressful when it was snowy. Maybe for the first 4 days, 5 days, it was really good seeing a new country and exploring. And then after that, it was another waterfall, another church, another volcano. There's only so much you can see from a waterfall. So I'm gonna get onto my flight. It's SAS. So I take a 3-hour flight to Oslo and then a 3-hour flight to Tromso from there. And so I've got also another 3 hours in the airport, which I might get a lounge pass. I think I arrive at 11:55. I will just probably be sleeping at the airport. So we'll see how that goes. Okay, so I've arrived in Oslo. The wait is 3 hours, I think. And I bought lounge access. It was 29 euros, so that's like 50 bucks Australian. And so far, for my first ever airport lounge, it is good. I've probably gone in with expectations that are like way too low because the reviews are like, oh no, they had a limited offering, oh this and that. But at the end of the day, there's food here and unlimited amount. Everyone here dressed up and have like formal clothes on, and I'm just here in a hoodie. They have just a variety of salad stuff, chips, bickies, beer, which is kind of terrible, and some apple. And so far, it's been pretty good. Alright, so the plane trip was good. I got an emergency exit row. Didn't even have to pay for it, and I got the whole row to myself, so I just sort of laid down and have a little nap. Alright, so it's about 4 o'clock in the morning. I went to bed at 2. This was a sleeping setup. Here in Tromso, stepping outside of the airport. I'm just going to go to the centre of Tromso, have a bite to eat, and then maybe make my way to the Airbnb from there. I'm not reacting very well either. I've got to get myself one of those snood things because my face is really freezing right now. And I can see now in Iceland you don't need the crampons or the spikes on your feet, but here it's actually very slippery here, as well as there's a lot of snow and a lot of wind as well. So we'll see how we go, and I'll show you a bit. Yep, pretty much just all snow. Okay, so I just took a bus from the airport. The bus was quite nice. The bus drivers here are quite crazy. The streets are very narrow, I think, and they can't actually see where the road ends and where the road is because it's all covered in snow. And so when there's two buses crossing each other, just a couple centimeters between them. And the bus payment system was also a bit weird. I had to download an app, but he didn't check anything. No tickets got checked. People just got on and off the buses. So I don't know if you actually have to pay for it, but of course I will pay for it. And here I am sitting in 7-Eleven, a place of comfort. Here they have a 7-Eleven burger. So we're gonna unwrap that and see what it's like. Well, it definitely doesn't look like what it is meant to look like, but I think it was 69 Norwegian kroner.
Nice.
Which is €5, which is about $7-8. But I'm hungry, I haven't had breakfast yet. I didn't eat at the airport, so may as well eat at 7-Eleven. Macca's is also very expensive. I went to the northmost Macca's in this world, and it's still expensive as it was in Australia. And so I think Coles and Woolworth in Australia has definitely prepared us for coming to live and travel in Europe, because I think it's, even in Iceland, the prices were just like ignoring the specials and buying full non-home brand Woolies and Coles products. In Iceland and in Norway, a lot of places like 7-Eleven or fuel stops will have full-on cafeterias. So it's not just the full fuel stop, and it's not just a 7-Eleven, but they have burgers, hot dogs. Hot dogs are a big thing in Iceland. What else is that? They have like meal deals and stuff. So not just like your normal pre-packaged sandwiches, your frozen Coke and whatnot. Here they have frozen yogurt instead of frozen Coke. But yeah, so it's quite different. Another thing here is that buses are everywhere and they're on time. I know in Australia, if you're at a bus stop and the bus stop says the bus will be here at 9:30, it gets there at 10:25. But here it said the bus was coming in 5 minutes. It arrived 5 minutes later. So the action camera is currently the only one that will be resistant to icy weather, snow and cold temperatures. So this is going to be all filmed on the action camera. Pretty much just snow really at the moment. A lot more warm and welcoming than Iceland, I must say. Iceland was very utilitarian and everything was fit for purpose, whereas for here I have feels more homely and almost, you know, North Polish. But yeah, it's definitely different to Iceland. I can't believe it's called Iceland and it's probably colder and more snowy here. Oh, Burger King makes itself everywhere. I gotta find maybe a snud, I think. I need to keep something warm. And then I've also got to head over to the Airbnb as well. Maybe I get a gift. I gotta buy gifts. So my view of Tromso so far is that it is a very small town and they survive on tourists, pretty much like Iceland. I think there's less to do in Tromso than there is in Iceland. Just looking at the map here, like it's just an island pretty much, and I don't know what I want to do here for the next 4 days, I think, and then I have to get on a cruise at 1:30 AM in the morning. So we'll see if I am able to wake up for that. I'll probably stay awake for that, but it's just have a look at the snow and just how sideways it is going. Like when you're walking into the snow, you can't see, you can't navigate, you can't look up, otherwise the snow gets in your eyes, and everything is constantly wet. And luckily I have a bit of waterproofing on my backpack to keep at least a little bit of it dry. But other than that, I think I've walked for maybe an hour and I've walked through all the main streets, and in these conditions, yes, it is hard to tell if there is a lot more to do, but I think something that I've noticed is that the bus stands are backwards. When it's snowy and wet and the bus goes past, it'll splash up against the glass rather than the people. But yeah, these shoes, it's like a screen door in a submarine. They're not doing too well. Oh, bugger. Walking over a bridge right now, and there's a snow plough as well, but that's the visibility over the harbour. There we go. I think the snow plough has actually made it more slippery, to be honest. So now we are out of the big town as such. We're across the bridge and we're in the back streets of the area. And as you can see, it's all just snow. So all the stuff that gets cleared off by street sweepers and snow plows in the main streets because of all the tourists don't happen here. Up to here is the chore to, you know, clear and driveways and such. As you can see just how much snow there is, and I don't know where my Google Maps is taking me, but I've got to go through some pretty thick snow. Oh no. Oh my god, I've got to get down there. Okay, oh. Right, yeah. Oh, crikey, no! I've fallen over. That's not good. Oh, bugger. Okay, well, I'm off for a slide. Okay, well, everything's ruined. Oh, crikey. Oh, no. Okay, well, I'm wet now, so... God damn. Well, that didn't end well. Now the camera doesn't pick it up all too well, but there is definitely a green glow there, and that is what we call the Northern Lights. How fun. Alright, so today, or tomorrow actually, at 1:30 AM, I'm catching a cruise from Tromso to Trondheim. Right now, it's about 7 o'clock, so I've still got quite a few hours to waste until I actually get on the cruise. So I thought I might go grocery shopping to save some cost on eating out on the cruise, because I know that's going to be expensive. I still want to eat out on the cruise, but I don't want to do like so much eating on the cruise with every meal. I'll do like one meal a day. I want to have at least breakfast, lunch and dinner once on the cruise. It's only a 3-day cruise, so it shouldn't be too bad, but just gonna head to a grocery store and check out what I can buy. All right, time to buy some cheap stuff. Maybe I get a basket. Oh, too late for that. Now, I won't be able to buy stuff to cook or warm up. I have to buy stuff ready to eat. Oh, juice. That probably isn't too bad. What is it? 22 krona, so that's 2 and a bit euros, €2, so that's what, $3, $4, that's fine. These are often pretty good sort of snacks, just cause. Might buy some of them. Muesli bars are always a good option. Some cheap. Yeah, that'll do.